Johnny guys. I've in the right, your queen is a-okay. Yo guys, first of all, man, I'd like to give a huge shout out to my recent subscribers. Hey boo boo. And Johnny. Thank you guys so much for the patronage. Thank you. I sincerely appreciate it. We are here to learn from one another entity. We are here to help one another. We are here to educate one another. Guys, you cannot do this life thing uliwani, okay? We all need to lend a helping hand where necessary. Thank you guys so much for your patronage. I highly appreciate it. It is that time of the year. A very stressful period for most. Yay, Sana, I'm so glad I'm not in the same boat as you, honey. I no longer write exams, I set them now. I love saying that so much. I don't write exams, I set them now. Hi guys, kumnandi ukuba graduate man, kumnandi ugqiba isikolo, yeva. Lwena besesho hore you ace those exams, yeva. Utsibo lwena hore soon uzabe uthi kumnandi ugqiba isikolo, kumnandi bayagraduate. Yeah man, listen babes, listen. Most of you have already started with your exams, and some of you are yet to write your first paper. Nandifuna ukuthi sithandwa sam, good luck. Make sure you study and ace that paper. If you don't ace it, it will ace you. Yeah. And yeah man, guys, tell me what you think about hairstyle yam. And hey, for those of you who are going to comment in your forehead yam, girls with big foreheads are very beautiful. Yeah. Since you like, look at me for example. Hi man, hey guys, let's get straight into the video man. Couldn't The first point that I have for you guys is plan and organize. With everything, guys, more life thing, if you want to succeed in something, you have to plan. You have to plan izinto zakho and you have to be organized. Utsibo hore this idula more, that twesala so blah blah. Okay? First point, darling, you plan and organize. Ensure that you have a study timetable or a study schedule. If you don't have one now, honey, get to it. Make sure you compile a study schedule or a study timetable. Break down your work into manageable chunks and allocate ample time for revision and practice. Having a study timetable will help you balance out your work. It will also help you manage your time. You'll know, hore, for example, on a Monday, you are going to tackle 2 modules. Okay, I'm not going to be specific and name which module because you and I aren't doing the same thing. So when you know what needs to be done, and make sure hori you go according to, or rather you plan according to your timetable. Start with the the most recent exams, or rather, let me say, start with exams you'll be writing first. Ne? Say on a Monday, you are going to tackle module A and module B. You will break down umsebenzi wakho, maybe from 8 a.m. to maybe 12. You will be studying module A, and then maybe from 3 to 7 or 6 you'll be studying module B, and then later on maybe from 9 maybe until midnight or whatever time you prefer, you'll go back to module A, ne? And then of course the following day you will go to module C and D, and so and so on and so on. So yeah, man, make sure hori you plan and organize izinto zakho so that everything is on track, everything is smoothly, and to ensure that you study each module and you give ample time to each. The second point that I have for you is find a conducive study environment. Make sure the space in which you choose to study has no distractions. Make sure the lights are working properly, and ensure that you have all your resources readily available. If you know you're going to need a PC, if you know you're going to need a textbook, a ruler, basically your stationery, make sure all your resources are available. Make sure all your notes are with you. Make sure all your textbooks are with you. Yeah. Find a conducive study environment and make sure that you have all your resources readily available. The third point that I have for you is take regular breaks. Take regular breaks. Most students fail like a department, guys. Fail and just straight. Jonga, stando sam. Take 5 to 10 minute breaks after every hour. That will help your brain rejuvenate. When you are involved in a physical activity, you do take regular breaks so that your body rejuvenates, gains the energy that it needs, and goes back into it again, right? Ingqondo works the same way. If you give ingqondo yakho regular breaks, just 5 to 10 minute breaks after every hour, that will help you study longer, seeing as you aren't overworking your brain and you aren't feeding it too much information. Have you ever heard of the term information overload? That's what most students do. You guys overload ingqondo zenu and expect to continue studying the whole night, but you aren't giving ingqondo yakho the rest that it needs so as to continue for as long as you would like for it to. Guys, for those of you who are going to tell me, Uguti, oh, but I can study for 5 hours straight. No one says you can't. Yes, you can, but after 5 hours later, your brain will tell you, Uguti Jonga, I'm tired. And one thing you should know is that once your brain is exhausted, production stops. You cannot continue if your brain is exhausted. It will automatically shut down, Stando Sam. When you'll be there, ne? Trying to feed ingqondo yakho all this knowledge and all this information. Kodwa, if it's exhausted no matter what you do. It'll just remain exhausted. Once your brain is exhausted, what's subsequent to that is you taking a nap, you sleeping and calling it a day, and start again tomorrow. Simply because you did not give ingqondo yakho the rest that it needs, the break that it needs. Don't try to push everything and not rest, guys. That won't help you. That won't help you in any way. So listen to me when I tell you to take regular breaks. 5 to 10 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes after every hour. Play some music, go for a walk, go buy some snacks and come back. Just go outside for some fresh air. Anything. Just 5 to 10 minute breaks after every hour. They will go a long way. Trust me. Listen to the queen. Listen to your mentor. The fourth point that I have for you is focus on key concepts. Identify core concepts and topics that carry more weight. Focus more on challenging topics. Allocate more study time in these areas. And understand fundamental principles. Guys, it's very, very important for you to understand and identify core concepts. I'm sure you guys know how to study. This isn't your first time studying, right? Since you've written exams before, you've written exams in grade 12, you guys have an idea of what studying comprehends. Make sure that you identify core concepts and topics and focus more on challenging topics. You cannot run away from something that is challenging all in the hopes of, I hope it won't appear in the exam. Aibu. How? If you are given a scope and uyabona hore, one of the things that are likely, or rather one of the topics that are likely to appear in the exam are topics that you struggle with, make sure hori you spend more time on those. Make sure hori by the time ukena exam you have an idea of what to write, or you have an idea of what that specific topic entails. You cannot run away from something just because it's difficult. Spend more time on it and make sure you prepare for a exam yako. Ama topics that carry weight. Make sure you start with ama topics that carry weight and ama concepts or topics that are challenging to you. Everything else is about a walk in the park. So there's no need for you to spend as much time on topics that you already comprehend. Make sure you spend a lot more time on challenging topics as well as those that carry weight. I just remembered something. OPV, Ne? OPV is a module that we did. Go UP. I'm an educator. For those of you that don't know, I'm an educator, and OPV get a module ya education. One of um the skills that we were taught, if I can remember correctly, ne, the ABC method. A, you start with what's most important and what needs to be studied now, or rather, let me just put it like this. A, the something that is more urgent and something that is more important. So going back to plan and organizing, your A's will be the modules you are writing first, and then your B's, it'll be in between, ne, in between A and C, something that is very important as well, but isn't due right away. So your A's will be the first few weeks of June, and your B's will be the last few weeks of June and the first few weeks of the following month. And then your C's will be your least important and something that isn't very urgent. Ne? So going back to point number 1, plan and organize. Guys, it's very, very important to plan and organize izinto zakho. Ne? So ensure that you identify concepts as challenging and those that carry more weight. Ne? Make sure you identify those, study, comprehend, and go ace that paper. Okay, boo boo. Guys, if you are still here, please give this video a big thumbs up. Guys, the more you like my videos, the more YouTube will recommend them to abanye abantu. And the more recommendations I get, the more subscribers I get. I'm trying to grow, y'all. Please help me. As much as I'm helping you, please help me now. Yeah. Thank you, boo. Thank you. The last point that I have for you is seek clarification and support. Hayi ke. Yabona kule topic le. Hayi. Poof kule point. Hayi topic. Those of you who've had the pleasure of talking to me on WhatsApp know firsthand ukuthi I always inquire about a study partner. One of the first few questions in this buzayo nje is, do you have a study partner? Do you have a study partner? Babes, get yourself a study partner if you don't have one. Guys, don't underestimate the power of studying with someone else. If you study with someone else, that person will explain things to you in a manner that you didn't think of, or in a manner that you didn't think about. They will explain things in a much simpler way. They will give you their perspective, one that you may be very fond of and decide would say, okay, now I've always understood things this way, but now because so and so has explained it that way, I'm gonna go with their method. I'm gonna go with how they understand things, you know? And of course, again, if you comprehend it, or it's going to be easier for you to remember and write, because the exams and it were all about writing into a lapandit. So if someone explains something to you in maybe 3 paragraphs instead of 5, you have already eliminated so many words, pana, and it's going to be easier for you to remember whatever point or whatever topic or whatever principle they've explained to you. So make sure you find a study partner, guys. Make sure you find a study partner, okay? Email your lecturers, email your tutors. Do not be afraid of emailing your lecturer. If you need further clarification on something, or if you need further explanation on something, go to the right people. Your lecturer, your tutors. These people are there to assist you with anything you need. Do not be afraid of emailing your lecturers. I know most of you guys don't email your lecturers, and as in saba, or you think your lecturer is gonna think you're stupid, or they will start noticing you and but email lecturer yakho to that person is there to assist you with whatever assistance you may need. Okay, they don't want to see you fail, so make sure hurry you get on that phone and you email these people. Honaje, you guys have academic group chats. You can find a partner in one of these group chats. All you have to do is just type, guys, I'm in a certain area. I need a study partner who's available or who's willing to study with me. And if there is someone, bazo respond and tell you, hey, I'm so and so, I'm located PPP. We can meet up maybe at the library, or you go to their place or they come to yours and you guys study. We also had a discussion board on ClickUp. For those of you about Funda AUP, you will know what I'm talking about. I'm not so sure about the rest of you guys, ne? But Tina, we have a ClickUp, and a ClickUp has a little section, discussion, ne? We utilized it a lot during COVID. I'm not so sure now because this is what I was saying. Any good ClickUp, yeah, boy. But to get anyway, we also had that forum. So guys, make sure you utilize these online forums, ne? Be it WhatsApp, ClickUp, discussion boards, Zoom, don't but make sure you guys utilize every source or resource available, yeah. And yeah, man, if you have anything to add on to what I've said, make sure you comment down below and make others aware. Because jonga man, I know about knowledge and wisdom, but I don't know everything. So I may have missed a point or two. So now, Baba, comment, help your fellow students, your fellow mates, your fellow classmates, your fellow what, you know. Just make sure you help somebody else by commenting down below with anything that you have to add onto what I have said. Part 2 of this video is coming. And yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, ever. And please share the video with your friends. Share it on your status, share it with your boyfriend, your girlfriend. That's your guys, and that's it. Ningaba stingy with a lot of things, but ningabi stingy nge content yam. No, Baba. Share, you know, share stand some. Okay, guys, I have reached at the end of the video. I will see you guys in my next one, which will be part 2 of this video. Okay? Mwah.